Roses are red. Violets are blue. Bad words are bad. But do you know what they mean too? What's up, guys? I'm a fan. This pimple is gonna be bothering. Alright, you can't unsee it anymore. I really look like shit. Guys, this is epic. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for another one? Alright, this is another one. This is part 2 of the Bad Words series. Now, there's only 2 parts to this. And as usual, dun, 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 dun. Yep, this is another rated SPG. So all you there, very young audiences, I think you're gonna need some guidance with your parents or guardians or whoever's old that you're with. Alright, you're gonna need to watch it with them so that you won't have anything to think about bad in mind. Alright, so this is not like safe for children. There's going to be a lot of bad words talking about, and even more bad in the first episode. And also we're going to talk about their meaning, which is of course very not suitable for children as well. Right, this is like next level bad stuff. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. So as you all know, there are 2 languages and what I'm going to discuss today. Alright, I'm basically just gonna teach you the meaning, origin, possibly, of those bad words. So without any further ado, let us start off with the Tagalog. I think the Tagalog is a bit more complex. You know, the curse words in Tagalog are a whole lot more different than that of the English words. Today I just found an article that actually helped me to help you guys discuss this. So I'm gonna put this article in the description. I'll link it down. Stop saying down below, because down is already below. Come on, man. It's redundant. Alright, I'll put in a link in the description down there. You could go check it out by yourself. So let's start off with the bad words. And of course, you Filipinos out there and all those, almost every Filipino knows that the most famous curse word is the PUTA curse word. It's insane. Everyone keep using it, and there's a whole lot of different variations to that very famous Tagalog curse word. But what does it mean exactly? First, let's go ahead and find the real word amongst it, which is PUTANG and then ina. Right, that whole. So there's a whole lot of variation to that. To just, for example, they just say PUTA, TANG. Alright, they would even say PUTA with ragis. Alright, they would just keep saying. There's a whole lot of variation, but what does it mean? Alright, let's go in word for word. PUTA itself is the root word or the main word for this phrase. What it actually is of Spanish origin. Alright, it is a Spanish word which means a girl who is a prostitute. You know what that means? I mean, it's a girl who, you know, does sexual stuff. Alright, it sells her own body, you know, stuff like that. You know what it means. Some Tagalog words might even call it a. Okay, that's what it means. That's what PUTA means. The English equivalent of that is very offensive. It's ho. That's it. Okay, that's what it means. Alright, how about the other one? Ina. Of course, it says mother. Ina is like the Tagalog word for mother. Okay, so this phrase is saying that your mother is a, which is actually very bad and offensive. But today, on our current generation today, people are just using it like to express themselves. Alright, they're just saying it like, oh, and they're angry, and they, like every single event, they're just saying it. Without even trying to offend the mother or any other girl. They just say it out loud. Even girls are saying it. Like, of course, the literal meaning of it does not make sense anymore. It just became an expression. Almost all curse words and bad words just become an expression. And it is very clear. It happens everywhere. It doesn't literally mean the literally meaning literal. Then the next one would be, I don't think this is already a famous curse word. I think I could just say it out loud. Kupal. Alright, that's it. Kupal is someone or a person that is just incredibly annoying. It's like a characteristic of being hate. Alright, a person that is, a whole lot of people hated that person. Well, of course, that Kupal has something to do why people hate him. Maybe because he is doing some hateful stuff too. So that's basically it. Okay, the next one would be Taranta. Yeah, that's it. Well, this is like a rarely used now. I think it's part of like the, you know, the deep Filipino section, but I don't know. What it basically means is also a Spanish word. It's of a Spanish origin, with taranta being its root word. Right? The taranta meaning panicking. Right? That's what taranta means. You're panicking. But what does it have to do? What does it have to do with the bad word, with the curse word? I don't know. It has changed its meaning. Alright? It's a curse word not referring to its literal meaning. Right now, the taranta toot would just commonly mean a person that's just being bad on purpose. Okay, the next one is one of the most famous. It is actually also one of the most famous curse words in Filipino. Next to PUTA is GAGO. Alright. Well, of course, like a whole lot of people already know the meaning of GAGO. It is basically just being silly. Right? Silly. That's what it means. But silly in a bad way. Right? Of course, you can just be silly, playing around like a kid, doing random stuff that are just plain ridiculous. And you can also be silly to the point that you have already done a lot of bad stuff just because you're silly. You hurt people, you offend people, you caused a lot of trouble just because you're silly. And that's what it means. And then the next one, of course, is I don't think this is a curse word after all, and you can just say it without censoring it. Buisit. I really like this. I mean, I keep saying this all the time. I don't even know it's a curse word. I know it's a bad and negative word. Of course, I know that. But I don't think it's that much of an issue that you need to censor it out. It's just it. Buisit. What it actually means is, it says here that the origin is from a Fukiana phrase, bo we sit, which means no clothes or food, or it just means poor people. Now, it is associated with the term of bad luck. So buisit may also mean bad luck, or buisit may also mean malas in Tagalog. Buisit lang yan, malas naman. Moving on to the next word is leche. Alright, leche, flan. Of course, that's what people keeps that's what they jokingly reply every time someone says leche, flan. It's because it makes sense. The term leche is a Spanish derivative that means milk. Leche just means milk, translated in Spanish. But what does that have to do with bad words? Well, leche is a negative remark towards an annoying person. It's just an annoying person. You know, it's one of those annoying people again. Next is the Hina. I say it because it's not actually a commonly used bad term. You know, it's not really that much of a curse word. It's not really bad. But of course, the meaning to this is much more bad than just bad. And the main word for the Hinayupak is the hayup, which means animal. So from that term already, you know what Hinayupak means. Being compared to an animal. You animal? Animal ka. Hinayupak ka. Alright, that's what it means. Alright, imagine you being compared to an animal. Holy moly. That actually makes sense, because humans are the highest form of animals. I'm an animal, we're animals, whatever you do. But of course, the animal talking about here is just being ruthless, being disgusting, just being a, maybe what they're trying to say is a lower class of animal. Yeah, but either way, we're all just animals. You also know the term walang nya, right? Walang nya is already a quick term, but the actual meaning to that is walang hiya. If you translate it in English, very simple, very straightforward, shameless. Alright? Shameless. You had no shame. You had no respect. Alright, and now we're going into the English curse words. So, of course, what more better way to start off than to just discuss about the most common word? The F word. Of course, most famous, most common English curse word. Everybody says it with an F, with a P, with a I don't know. Basically the F word, fuck. Alright, so what does it mean? Once again, like I think probably the Filipino curse words has a whole lot more closer relation to what they're referring to when used in a sentence, rather than the English words, which most of the time I think has nothing to do with whatever it is they're saying, but we'll find out. Right? Actually, it depends on the situation whatsoever. But the F word basically means to have sex. Alright? Okay, kids, if you don't know what sex is, you don't need to look it up. Alright? You only need to know that when you're already old enough. Alright? Basically, let me just tell you. Let your boy tell you what it means in a lateral, most common way. It's a natural form of every animal and every creature to basically reproduce their own kind. That's it. Nothing else to learn anymore. Don't. Right? So that's what the F word means. You can actually just replace it with, instead of F-U, it would just become sex you. Which is plain ridiculous, I know. Because I already told you that the curse words are just expressions to express. Alright, to let it out. To just say something bad, to let out what you mean. It does... Come on, dogs. The second one, I don't know why this curse word becomes such a bad word. Because it has nothing to do with just being bad. It is the SH word. Or the shtut. Alright? Or the shit. Alright, I said it. I censored that. Alright, so that word basically means poop. That's what it means. Poop. What else do you call it? Crap? Is crap a bad word? Sorry. That's what it means. You poop out shit. That's what it means. It just means, okay, that's what it means. It's done, right? It's over. People are just using it nowadays, of course, once again to express themselves. Or it can also be comparable to something that that just belongs to the trash. It's trash, alright? It's worthless. It's dump. Right? That's what it is. Okay, next, another one is, of course, your favorite. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. The series, they don't even have lasagna. Pajama. Of course, a whole lot of people already knows about this, but for some of you who don't, this is what this video is for. Bitch means a mother dog. A mother dog or a girl dog. That's why there are actually some people who study zoology and like in animals and veterinarians, they can easily say bish. They can easily say it out loud because it is actually a practical term for a dog that is a female gender. Now, what does it have to do with bad words? Isn't that already bad? Letting you being compared to a female dog, how does it feel? Well, it makes no sense if you call a boy a bitch. Alright? What if I call dude, you're a bitch? No, man, I'm a boy. A bitch is a girl dog. Are you stupid? You stupid. Well, your favorite phrase, son of a bitch, means that you are a son of a female dog of a bitch, which means your mother is a See, that's how bad it is. That's why it becomes like bad words. You know, it offends other people. How about A with an SS? Do I really need to say what does it mean? It means butt. It's your butt. Right. That's basically it. What else? How about cat? Okay, that is like one of the most offending words ever. Okay, it basically means a girl's private part. You don't really okay, I don't need to talk about that anymore. So that's what it means. Alright, but it's very offending, it's very bad, it's foul. Okay, that's what it is. How about damn? I don't think this is actually a bad word you really need to censor out, because there's a lot of songs that just say this out loud. What? I don't believe it. This is what damn means. To curse. Now, like literally curse you that I hope something bad happens to you. I'm gonna curse you. You are punished. It says here that it is mean to condemned by God. Oh man, be doomed. That is insane. Look at that. That is insane. Alright. So that's what it means. It is so bad. But of course, you know, all of these bad words summed up all together, of course, people just say them out loud. What's up? People just say them out loud because, you know, they just need to express something. They need to express themselves. They need to say something with an exclamation point to further express themselves. The word say it out loud, to scream out loud. But that doesn't always mean the literal meaning of the word. But of course, the main lesson for today is bad words don't make sense, so don't say bad words. You'll get used to it when you're old enough. But for you, young audiences out there, never, never, never. Maybe when you're old enough, don't say it too. Like just what I do. I just always express myself with the censorship and what you watched in part 1. All right. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something important. I hope you learned the meaning of course, you learned the meaning of bad words, but that doesn't mean you just keep saying them. Alright, you just have to imagine how ridiculous people sound every time they say a bad word that has nothing to do with the situation. But you know, that's already what's normal today. Cursing is normal. A whole lot of people do it. It's bad. It's offending. You really shouldn't be doing it, but they're just used to doing it for the sake of expressing themselves. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share with others, educate yourselves, stay cool like a real fan, and I will end this video. Boom! 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 Just like that.